conference.
Hi, Miss Erica. How are you today?
Hello, Miss Rollins. Thanks for coming in today. Colton's mom. So let's see what we have here. I noticed that Colton has been doing very well in all the activities that I've given him. He's on track with his handwriting, his letter recognition, color recognition. He recognizes all of the major colors. We've been working on shapes as well. He doesn't struggle at all with that. He's very bright, actually. He picks up everything fairly quickly. I just have a couple of concerns, just some minor ones. I noticed that he has been name calling in class, and he also takes the other students' toys, like during play and stuff like that, or rough housing with the other
Only
boys
child
in
syndrome,
class.
huh?
Probably. He loves to roughhouse with the other boys, I've noticed. And he's been noticed to bully sometimes as well. I have talked to Colton about the importance of respecting other people and not, touching them or offending them in any way with his roughhousing and things like that.
Personal space, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that he will listen, but then sometimes he slips back into that routine of that. But the bullying, we have a zero tolerance for bullying here at the school. So I try to teach him and enforce that into him while he's in class, that we cannot bully. But those are some concerns I have as far as that. But like I said, he's on track with everything else. And I included, let me show you what Colton did. He created this beautiful piece of artwork that I would like to show you.
How beautiful.
Yes, he's very creative. Very creative. He always comes in with a smile. I can always count on Colton to say hello and good morning. The class actually does love Colton, except for when he starts to bully and stuff like that. But I think sometimes probably he's just trying to get the other students in good spirits, and he plays rough. You know how boys are, because I have a few boys in the class too that roughhouse with each other too, but the bullying, we can't do that in class. I tell Colton that all the time. I also noticed that he tends to rush through things very quickly. And I know, I have some other students that do that as well. He tends to rush through his work if it's before playtime or before lunchtime. And what I do is I tell him, Colton, it's not a race, we have to slow down so we can do our best work. And I make him redo the activities that we do in class if he rushes through them.
Oh, good.
So,
I've noticed that at home, like if we do arts projects or anything he doesn't really want to do, he'd rather be playing, he goes through it really quickly.
Wow.
And I'm like, I want to force him to do it if he's not liking it, but asking him to redo it is probably a good way to maybe get him to think about what he's doing and what he needs to get done. And that way, if you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it a second time. So I like that. I will be doing that at home as well, trying to stay consistent with that.
That is good.
Wonderful.
And also, I included a packet for you, along with some other good things that Colton has done in class. I created a packet for the letters that he's kind of struggling on. Like I said, he's right on track with the recognition and the writing and stuff like that. He kind of struggles with a few letters, or he'll get a little confused. So I included a packet for you guys to work on at home.
We'll definitely work on it at home.
Yeah, that'll help him out and give him more practice on that. But do you have any more questions?
Just with the bullying consistency, my father, his grandpa, and him wrestle a lot at home and stuff. So I maybe can
explains it.
Yes, they're very they're buds. So maybe explain to him we keep that at home. We don't bring it to school, and just trying to be consistent with doing the same things as you is, where I'm addressing it right away, telling him, there's no talent at school, this is with Grandpa fun time, and if he can't handle that, then maybe we don't do it at all with Grandpa.
Right.
I really don't want him bullying. It really upsets me, so I think getting some library books and reading to him at home as well as what to enforce, because my goal for him is to, now hearing about this, and I noticed it a little bit, is to not be a bully and to be nicer to friends, respect personal space. So I think getting some books, practicing things, helping him to understand the effects it has on others, and that maybe people don't want to play with him if he's going to be like that, is definitely something. And maybe if you could touch base with me like once a week, let me know how his
Sure.
performance is. If you want to like slip a note in his
Absolutely.
lunchbox or something, that way I'll get it if I'm not here for pickup. That would be a great way to communicate, and then that way I can just touch base with you or call up, check on him, or write back to you or something. Because
Okay.
if I know the days that you work and stuff, just so that we are
That
staying
sounds good.
in touch on his progress. So, but that's wonderful. I'm glad we met today and touched base on those things. We will work on them at home for sure.
Yeah, I'll put the what I'll do is I'll keep when I notice when I notice him bullying, what I'll do is I'll make a note of that every time that it happens, and if I see it, and you said put it in his lunchbox, so I'll be
Yes.
sure to include that in his lunchbox. And also, what I'm gonna do possibly next week is write down some titles of some really good books on bullying.
That'd be great. Yes.
And then you and Colton can get those from the library, or get them actually from the library here at school. And I think that'll be a really good thing for him.
That'd be
If
wonderful.
you do that. Yeah, so like I said, he's great. He's on track right
Good.
now. He's just in that really rough stage of when boys are bullying and fighting and stuff like that. But I believe he'll pull through. He'll be great. He's doing a good job.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
You have
coming.
a good night.